They were incredible reunions. Hostages held for 2 years by Hamas, finally back with their families. But for many, the nightmare isn't over.
It's with me even now when I'm back home. It's with me all the time. It's not just over there.
In addition to isolation, torture, and starvation, several hostages have been speaking out about repeated sexual assault by Hamas, including Guy Gilboa Dalal. Kidnapped from the Nova Music Festival during the October 7th terror attack, he says the assaults began soon after, including a year ago, after he'd been badly beaten and was forced to take a shower.
I wanted to put my clothes on, and he didn't let me. He threw me on a couch.
Guy then says he was sexually assaulted by his Hamas captor.
I don't know exactly how much time it was because my brain kind of disconnected. And then he took a gun on my head and he told me, if you ever tell anyone about it, I'll kill you.
Guy's abuser was a constant presence, controlling every aspect of his life.
It's not only that I've been through the sexual assault, I could not talk about it. I just really thought if I would tell anyone about it, he would kill me.
Other former Hamas hostages are beginning to speak publicly too, about their very personal trauma. Romy Gonen told Israel's Channel 12 she was repeatedly raped by multiple men. I was injured. I had no power. Afterward, I had to continue living with him in the house. In November 2023, she said a senior Hamas official offered to prioritize her in the next hostage release if she would stay silent about the abuse.
You go through hell.
And former hostage Aviva Siegel told a UN committee about 2 young women she said were raped by their Hamas captors.
She walks in and she's pale and she's shaking. I just looked in her eyes and I saw immediately that something really bad happened.
Aviva telling us she felt powerless, unable to protect them. What did you tell her?
We just cried. You know, we just cried. And we just hugged and cried, and we were just so scared.
Aviva says she advised the younger girls to always carry menstrual products to the bathroom, hoping that would disgust their guards. Elsewhere in Gaza, hostage Amit Susna was trying the same trick. She spoke on the documentary Screams Before Silence.
I fooled him to think that the period is continuing. I did it for about a week until I could not lie anymore.
Then the guard came into her shower armed.
The gun was pointed out at me, and he was huffing and breathing heavily, and he had a face like a monster, like a beast, like this. And then he forced me to commit a sexual act on him.
Those who survived their assaults in captivity say the choice felt like silence or death.
There is a reason for trying to hide it, not just a cultural reason, but also because when you want to present yourself as freedom fighter, as resistance, you can't use sexual violence.
After October 7th, Sharon Zagagi-Pinhas helped found the Dina Project, which compiled testimony from rape survivors in the hopes of one day prosecuting the perpetrators. Hamas has denied that its members sexually assaulted any of the hostages.
Do you believe that the world is paying adequate attention to this?
No, I don't believe the world is paying adequate attention. A lot of returned hostages talked about forced marriages, that they tried to force marry them, and talked about forced nudity, and talked about shaving bodily hair, which are known forms of sexual violence as a weapon of war.
This man who assaulted you, if you saw him now, what would you say?
I don't think it's nice to say those things in television.
Guy told us he still struggles to sleep through the night.
Do you ever break up now? Do you ever cry now?
Yeah, of course. But I think that the most important thing is to overcome the difficulties. As long as I will overcome them, it's fine. It's fine to break up and cry, yeah.
Guy's captivity is finally over, but his long road toward healing has only just begun. Matt Bradley, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.